Good morning, Econ. How's everybody doing? Um, wanted to make sure this morning you first before I get started, just make sure you sign in to L2L because that's how we're taking attendance. So even though like I'm seeing you in economics every day, there'll be a post in the L2L class. So I sent you all an invite. So make sure you join that because that's how we're keeping attendance now, according to the state of California. Um, so today, what you're working on is an assignment where I want you to start thinking about what we call free resources or free goods. Okay, and it doesn't mean that they're free, like, oh, get this for free if you sign up. It's not like that. It's meaning that they're resources that we tend to think of we have an abundance of. Okay, so think of natural resources. We think we have an abundance of what in nature? Like water as an example, okay? And you're thinking of things that we think we have an abundance of, that there's lots, and they're natural resources we might use to make other goods, or they might be natural resources that help us survive, like meet our physical body demands of what we need to be human. But you're thinking out of the box on this. So don't just stick with like, you think resources like it should all be natural. It might be something like we think we have it. I don't want to give you too much information on this because I really want you to think this out. But I gave you a little article, just like not an article, really a definition in the assignment. So make sure you read that. Um, but what I want to talk about is those natural resources a little bit and where our economy meets that, because those things can definitely play into our supply and demand, and it can play into scarcity. And so I'm putting together a whole lesson on that, and I'll teach that tomorrow. But I wanted to add this piece in there before I teach that lesson. So tomorrow I'm gonna live stream. I'm gonna try to live stream um, a lesson for us all, and I'm gonna do that at, let's see, I'm gonna say 1 o'clock. Okay, so if everybody at 1 o'clock can click into YouTube to watch this live stream, we'll try it out with you guys and see how that works. Uh, like I'm still trying to learn and figure it out. So if everybody can connect, we'll just try it that way. If that doesn't work, we'll try something else on Zoom or another day or whatever. So tomorrow, 1 o'clock, there's going to be a live stream for you guys in Econ. So if everybody can click into that, that would be great. If not, just watch the video after the live stream. I'll post it. So no big deal. If you can't click in, that's fine. I'm just trying to do what I can to keep us all connected because it feels super disconnected right now. I do not like this. Maybe some people are like, oh, sweet, we don't have to talk to humans and I'm at home. Perfect. That is not how I feel. I am like, I'm done being alone. Pretty much done. Yeah. And I want to go back to work. But anyway, it's important that we all stay home. I gave you a little update just on the pandemic. And if you want to watch that, I'm just trying to keep people posted and updated. It's super important we're all staying home because they expect this week that the cases are going to spike. And they already have been. But it's going to be a lot more drastic by the end of the week. So I think by the end of the week, people will see we have to do this. Something else. So we'll talk about this more tomorrow in the lesson, but keep an eye on the stimulus package. It failed last night, so Senate could not come to an agreement. Democrats were holding out for some things that they couldn't agree on, so they did not get the stimulus package passed to help Americans. And there's still a lot of debate today about what that should be. Like, should we save all the restaurants? There was some talk this morning about should all the restaurants have their mortgages paid or their rent paid on their facilities? Should we pay all their employees? So like pay their facility fees and pay their employees. So we're pretending they're open. And should the government save them? Because the restaurant industry is a huge sector of employment. And so like, do you save all those people? Would that help the economy? Would that be a better use of money than giving families $1,200? They're talking about how that could help, but like, would it actually make a really big difference? And so there's a lot of discussion about what's the best solution right now. But now that stimulus package, instead of 1 trillion, is now 2 trillion. So like, that's a ton of money, $2 trillion. And like, where's that money just magically coming from? So, this is all going to be really interesting. Like, there's talk about stopping mortgage payments, stopping rent payments, and none of that's final or official, but it's really going to be interesting to see how they decide to actually try to fix what's going on. The other thing that's really concerning is trying to come up with vaccines and how do we do that. All that takes time and money, and I'm going to try to make a post about that a little bit later today. But it's pretty intense to think about the fact that we really are waiting on science. Like, we need science to kick in big time right now. So I don't know if you heard, like, Elon Musk was talking about turning his Tesla factory into a factory to make ventilators. And so he's almost done doing that. And he's like, I'm just going to start turning out ventilators, which we need because the people who get the most sick from this coronavirus are needing a ventilator, right? And a ventilator is what helps you keep breathing in the hospital. So we need private industry to step up and start making face masks, and private industry to step up and start making things like the ventilators. But we also are trying to we need science to step in. So viruses come down to just really hoping that whatever industry is out there decides to make what's needed. So it's pretty intense to think about that we're really not going to see a change until science and industry come together. Us staying home is basically flattening the curve until those other pieces can get it together. And so the talk is like, how much money do you give all those people? How do we stimulate those growth industries? And at the same time, we're still trying to get people to stay home. There's a lot of states that have not agreed to that yet. There's still a few that have school. And until we all make that decision, we're still going to keep seeing these virus spike. And everything I'm reading about this is not good if we don't really seriously change our behavior. So, anyway, we'll see what happens with the stimulus package today. I was hoping to kind of go through that today, but since they didn't pass it last night, I'll just wait till tomorrow. Hopefully they pass it today. And I'll try to give you some more update on numbers and that kind of thing tomorrow. So tomorrow I'm going to do a lesson. I'm going to pull in scarcity. I'm going to pull in these natural resources or free resources, things that we consider free resources. And I'm going to pull all that into a lesson tomorrow. Okay, so kind of keep your eye out for that because I'll live stream that at 1 o'clock tomorrow. Okay, if you don't see it at 1 o'clock, then later in the day you'll need to check in to do that assignment. Okay, so I'm not gonna post that. I'll post the assignment, but I'm not gonna post the video till 1 o'clock. So I'll live stream at 1, and hopefully that all works out so we can get it recorded because it didn't work out so great last time. So I will do my best to try to keep everybody connected. I'm thinking that maybe Thursday we could have a little class discussion on Zoom just so that we can see each other and try to get connected a little bit. Please reach out if you have questions. Grades are updated, so just if you need something or you've got questions, just ask me. Also on grades, we're putting everything for online school in a separate category. So it's a whole new grade book. So if I entered something already for you guys, I took that out and I'm putting that into a new grade book, okay, for the online learning. So the state's asking that's all separate. So anyway, okay, time for another cup of coffee, and I hope you guys are doing okay. Reach out if you need to chat or if anything's going on, okay? All right, love you. Bye.